Hi folks, I'm Doug at Disassembling, and this is a Stihl BG86c Leaf blower with a non-returning throttle. Basically, you pull the throttle up and when you let go of it, it carries on going. And it's all down to a little itty bitty spring. Now, normally this is jams up on something else. But what can also happen is on the carburetor, and I'll show you now. Anyway, this is the customer's carburetor, and when you hit the throttle, it does that, and it's supposed to return. Like this carburetor, for example, same one, missing a bit on the top, but when you open the throttle up, you let go of the throttle and it closes. This one's not doing it, and the reason for it is this spring here is broken. You can see when I move this about, then you can see there's a little spring there. That should be hard up against that part there to help return it, but the spring's broken here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and replace that spring off of this one, because I have no idea how much these parts are, but I doubt if you can get hold of them. Okay, let's take this one apart. Start off, there is a Phillips head here. So you rotate this, undo this, into the tub, into there. You've then got the flat blade, you then got the disc in there, which is the throttle body as such, or throttle flap. Right, undo this, but make sure you know which way it goes around. It'll also have little marks on it when it comes out to show you how it's supposed to line up. That goes into there. You then take that flap there, open it up, just pull this out. Like that. You can see what I meant about the little marks on it. So you know which way it goes in. This will then come out. After you drop a little spacer, this will come out. Allegedly. Sorry, I've got to take out the tick over screw. Once I've undone that, come on. Oh, oops, drop that. Put that bit in the bin. And now that will come out. And the part I'm after is the little spring there. And I'll put this back on the other one. Okay, as you can see, this spring is actually broken in two pieces. That's why it wasn't able to return. So what I'm going to do is, now I've fitted this onto here, and if you want to know how it fits around. This is what it looks like. Ooh. And what it does, this part hooks around that section. So you put it through the shaft and it locks around there like that. You see? Like that. Now when you come to tension it up, all you've got to do is literally put that around so it fits on the carburetor. And I'll show you. Right. I need to get this sorted out. Right, hang on. Cameras. Right. You place that through there, like that. You then push this spring so it sits on that lip there. Small screwdriver will help, so I really want. Small screwdriver will help. so it fits up and over onto that lip. You then pull this spring around until it hooks onto that piece there, onto that lip there. Sometimes it takes a couple of goes because fingers aren't what they used to be. And literally just grab hold of that hook. So literally grab hold of this hook, move it around so it's to this side of the throttle linkage, and you see now that will return because it actually fits like that. And what I should do now is I shall quickly wind in the tick over screwing to stop it from returning. So that's like that. I shall now put this washer onto there. This fits over that. Oh, put your finger on the end of there, hold it up. That fits over there. There you go, Bennett. Right. Assembly, you just put it through there. This fits onto there. This part has an offset cam. Slot on it. Right, now once I've wound that tick over screw in, that'll hold that over a bit more, so I can put this onto it. This here has got a selective shape to it, so you set it so it's like in the off position, closed, and so when it opens up it'll do that. If it was round that way things would hit. So you basically gently put that on top of there, hold that in place with one finger or two fingers, grab hold of your screwdriver, stick this little screw on the end of it, hope it doesn't drop off, and gently wind it into that slot there. So that's screwed in, and now see that returns, but I've still got to put the butterfly flap in. So once you've taken it out, you've noticed which way it goes around. You pull this around so you can see the slot like that. Place this in there. Gently move it around so the markings on the butterfly valve are roughly lined up, and then it should lock itself up. You can see that there, it almost lines itself up because of the way it's positioned. Now the next thing to do is this little screw, and they put some muck on the end of it to stop it from coming out. So what I've got to do is I've got to put a little bit of Loctite on it in a second. Actually, I'll do that now if I can find the Loctite. Sorry. Because the reason why I'm putting the hole is if I put it onto this, I'll then drop it all over the place and there'll be Loctite everywhere. Now you've got to make sure that this lines up squarely, because otherwise you've just cross-threaded brass and that is it. Hey presto, you're in the, it's knackered. So you have to find another butterfly with the same amount of holes. But anyway, this is now being tightened up into here, and hey presto, now the customers will have a returning throttle mechage. It'll return. Yeah, so it'll now have a throttle trigger which returns. Okay, I fitted the air filter, and this is the throttle linkage to the carburetor from the trigger. It fits around only one way. This bit goes onto the carburetor, and you can see it's worn, so that will probably get snapped soon before. And this goes onto the trigger. Now what you do is you fiddle this into the little hole at the top. You then put this underneath that lump of plastic, so it runs this way. Can you see it? Bloody cameras. So you can see it runs this way. Yeah, I want to zoom in a bit. So you can see that's how it runs. And now the throttle will shut off. Next thing I'll do, put the cover on here. There's 1, 2, 3 bolts, and 3 bolts here to put the tick over on. And I'll do that in a second. Okay, let's see how it runs now. Let's prime, because it's cold. Put on the choke. Well, that now revs and returns back to tick over. Take care folks, and I'll see you next video. Bye.